What's going on? It's your dog, Art Man the Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Now, I just be admiring myself because I can see the changes. I've been going to the gym going crazy. I'm already looking slim, handsome. Shit, I'm ready. I'm ready for the world. But it's Monday, my favorite day of the week. Some don't like it, but I love it. So let's talk about some fucking boxing. Plus, I got the bag. I got the bag. Flowers, man. Woo, I got some good flowers today. Let's paint some fucking happy trees, man. Nah, but it's some shit I want to talk to you guys about before I head off to the gym. Get these gains, you know what I'm saying? Get these gains. But I wanted to chop it up because a lot of boxing fans are tagging me and posting. They're posting this thing of Ludabella, basically saying that Shakur is boring and Shakur is boring and all this shit. And people are like, "Oh, how can you say he's so boring?" And then when the opportunity comes, you want to work with him and all this shit. Look, boxing fans, please, 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 stop thinking this shit is a game. Like these niggas are supposed to be friends, and that these guys are supposed to be, think highly of each other. It's not like that. It's all about the almighty dollar. That's what it's all about, for real. At the end of the day. And some people might say, "Oh, that's excuses. That's excuses for, working with somebody that's shady." Nah. The worst thing you can do as a boxer or just a person in general working in business is think that you're going to have some friends in this game. There's no fucking friends, man. It's all about the fucking money, man. Said Lou, the same guy who signed Devin to Top Rank. Yeah, he helped orchestrate the deal between uh Top Rank and Cambosis and Devin Haney or whatever. So it's like, yeah, Shakur, he just following bro's moves. He got with the person that can help put him in position. Plus, he's cutting out Eddie Hearn and all that, so he's going to be making more money and paying less of a percentage to Lou DiBella for help being his promoter for this fight. Yeah, and Eddie still got the main guy boots, so it all works. It all works, man. It all works just fine. It's business. But one thing's for sure, Shakur is not leaving Jay Prince. I wouldn't be surprised if Jay Prince got this nigga on some type of lifetime fucking contract. Or this nigga can't have any more representation besides Jay Prince without his approval. I would not be surprised. Because that's what you got to do. You got to get them early. You got to get them early in the game when they don't got no money. Because we didn't heard about Shakur. Bill, said it, in this life, when you're young and you don't got your pops and shit in your life, or even with your pops in life sometimes, you know, it's hard financially to commit to boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, he got signed with Jay Prince early, and you got somebody like that showing you around, showing you lifestyle, giving you money, handing you money, for your living expenses and shit like that. You're gonna be loyal to that person because that person gonna say, "Hey, man, I got you off the street. I help you be in this position. You can't turn your back on me." So yeah, that's usually how it goes. When you're young and you're talented, the sharks can come around and say, "Hey, I'm gonna help you out. I'll let you get one of my cars, or what I'm saying. You can rent. You can live in one of my guest houses or some shit. As long as you stay loyal to who we are." You know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. And he tried to do Floyd Mayweather about. He tried to do Floyd Mayweather the same, but Floyd got smart. He said, "Nah, man, I can make more money if I X you out of the fucking picture and work directly with these people." And Jay Prince was not having that shit. Said Jay Prince get that nigga a 360 deal early. Oh yeah, better know it. Best believe he did. But Shakur, he ain't make too much fuss about it, so it is what it is. Would Shakur be a better or bigger star right now in boxing if he was assigned to Jay Prince? Who knows? Say he trying to move like Devin Haney now. He is. Hey, that's smart though. Niggas got to put that ego to the side and just start watching and learning. And I see he has. He did put it to the side and watched and learned because now he's making certain moves. You know, Devin Haney moves. But it's okay though. It's okay though. I want all these brothers to eat. So whatever works best for his situation is genius. But how does Eddie Hearn take it? I haven't heard Eddie Hearn tweet anything about it. And I haven't heard anybody associated with Eddie Hearn tweet about this for real. It's really been the brother Brunch Boxing. He the one that spoke on it. Niggas ain't speaking on this shit for real. Niggas ain't speaking on it for real. I gotta let everybody know we on here live. Yeah. Said imagine Duckett undisputed. Okay, you said, oh, let's read your comment. You said Shakur ain't been the same since he ducked Devin and didn't take that 25%. Yeah. 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 Because nigga fighting electricians, like they say electricians, and now they trying to celebrate the electrician and all this shit. But nigga, this is who you fought when you could have been fighting Devin. And it was never revealed that wasn't true. It was never revealed that it wasn't true. It was true. It was proven that it was true. He offered them that, and he basically said, I know my worth. Regardless of how you feel, he said, I know my worth. He said he knows his worth. And he knows his worth. So his worth is fighting motherfucking electricians. But hey, it is what it is. Now he's about to fight William Cepeda. You know what I'm saying? Who these people fucking rate high. I don't rate Cepeda high, to be honest. But hey, they rate him high. So hey, that's it. I think Shakur's gonna make easy work out of that dude, though, for real. I don't see what people see in Cepeda. I really don't. Yeah, real shit. He said 25 is some bullshit. Not really. No, not really. Because if you're gonna be making your career at the time is career high, plus the opportunity to fight for all 4 belts in one night, nah. It's not. It's not. Nah, hell no. Fuck that. I would have took it and whooped Devin's ass and said, nah, nigga, in the rematch, I'm gonna offer you 25%. That's how you were supposed to play it out. But nah, nigga said he said no. He knows his worth. And regardless if you agree with it or not, it's still considered a duck. You still decline the fight. So you duck the fight. But that's cool though. They're still young. They have time. They big guys. They have time. I think they can fight at 147 down the line. Said 25% plus undisputed and pay-per-view. Like what? There's nothing that you can tell me that will prove to me that him taking that is worse than fighting the electrician. Or fighting the electrician is better than taking the opportunity for undisputed. There's nothing that you can tell me. There's nothing you can tell me because I'm an entrepreneur, man. I'm a hustler, bro. I see more value in that. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I see more value in that. But at the end of the day, Shakur still, he's young, his career's still moving forward. So he was able to fight the electrician, but now he's gonna get a better payday than that. So, more power to him. He knows his worth. I wanted to see the fight, but to be clear, 25 is some bullshit. It's not. It's not when you look at everything. When you look at everything that Devin struggling to make 135. Lomachenko was supposed to be his literally his last fight. You know, he was struggling before then. We all seen the Kambosos weigh in. He looked fucking crazy. So now you're telling me you're gonna want me to stay at 135 for you? And what am I gaining out of this? What am I gaining out of this? So if I'm fighting you, I'm going out my way to fight you. I need something. I need more than just the regular. I need more because I'm killing myself to make the weight. And what have you brought to the table? Nothing. Nothing. You got an opportunity of a lifetime, 25%, your career high, to fight Devin Haney for all 4 belts. Like, come on, dog. You can't convince me that that he should have ducked that opportunity. It's a better opportunity than motherfucking what Boots was, and Eddie Hearn was offering. What's his name? What's that nigga name? Brian Norman. It's a better opportunity than the Boots Brian Norman situation. Real shit. Nah, real shit. Okay, he said, Art, you can't convince me that Devin knew he was gonna say no to 25%. I hear you. Here's the thing. He could have called his bluff. Could have called his bluff. If you feel that way, heck tech, he could have just called his bluff. And then Dev would have looked like the nigga that's crazy out here. Real shit. Dev would have looked like the nigga that's crazy if Shakur was like, I bet I'll take that 25%. Now what? And then Dev tries to skate on and say, well, I didn't really mean, nah, if he did some shit like that, then I'll be like, okay, Dev, that's some sucker shit. Then you know what time it is. But nah. Said for sure, I hear that. Yeah, I can see if he offered the bread, offered the fight and say, yeah, let's do it. And then when Shakur says, yeah, I'll take it. And the nigga says, no. Oh no, I'm moving up anyways. Nah. Then I'll be like, no, that's some sucker shit. Says Shakur didn't have shit for Devin. The fuck nigga could have offered him 50%, and that's still good for undisputed. Like, what are we talking about? Undisputed? Bro, do you not understand the history of boxing? Bro, there's fighters that literally sign their future, a percentage of their future earnings just so they can get a chance, an opportunity to fight for a fucking belt. Peep boxing history, for real, for real. This just happened. There's niggas that had to fucking give up a future percentage of their purses which is some crazy shit, because they wanted the opportunity for undisputed. And here's Shakur getting the opportunity for all 4 belts, and this nigga says, no, I know my worth. Hey, he knows worth so much he end up fighting on the undercard, fighting a fucking electrician / boxer. So it's like, hey, it is what it is. But now he's getting the Cepeda fight. So, I guess there's some good things that come about from this. Said undisputed. Now he got to fight. And look, and y'all got to see the play. Y'all got to see the play. Look what Top Rank is doing right now. Top Rank, they have Keyshawn Davis, not fighting just anybody. He's fighting Edwin De Los Santos, somebody who is Shakur's toughest fight on, to date. This is toughest fight, which was Edwin De Los Santos. And then you got Abdullah Mason fighting Nakafila, the cop, African cop, who also gave Shakur a tough outing because he punched hard. And both of these fighters fight at 135. Guess how they gonna build that fight up? Nigga, they want your belt. Top Rank wants that fucking belt off you, nigga. So, hey, they're gonna promote this fight as look at these guys. They did better than Shakur Stevenson. I know they're, and that's gonna be Mark Kriegel. I can hear it now on the fucking fight. Mark Kriegel. I know that they're friends. I know, but this is boxing, and some friends in boxing they fought each other in the past, and you guys can still be friends, but the belt's you gotta unify. That's gonna be Mark Kriegel and Joe Tessitore and them. I swear it is. Just watch. You're gonna see it. You're gonna hear it. And Tim Bradley gonna be like, but I remember a time that I fought one of my friends, and I fought my friend. I fought him. That's gonna be Tim Bradley ass. Tim Bradley gonna be egging the shit on, and they gonna tell you how you gotta fight your fucking friends, or we might as well get Mason to fight it because Mason don't give a fuck about being friends. Top Rank making fucking moves. They know what the fuck is going on. And one thing about boxing, man, I say it all the time. It moves on. It doesn't stand still. There's always going to be a new champion. Like, eventually, there's going to be a new WBC champion at lightweight. And then there's going to be a champion after that. And there's going to be a champion after that. It's going to keep on going. So one of you niggas is going to have to make some moves. Either Shakur's going to have to move up, or he's going to have to fight Keyshawn. And if you don't want to fight Keyshawn, they're going to fuck around and make him fight the little homie Mason. Because Mason don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Top Rank already talking about offering niggas $1 million to fight Mason. Look like they trying to fast track the kid. They gonna put that pressure on Shakur Stevenson. So all this nigga complaining and worrying about this and that, and I know my worth, nigga, you better get to know it real quick because you got some niggas up under you. Real shit. Niggas be thinking it's easy being a champion. It's not easy being a champion because if boxing is moving the right way, because when it comes to black fighters, they're gonna move. They're gonna push the fuck out of you. They give you fucking a couple weeks to fucking defend your belt before they mandate some shit. So yeah, when you're a black fighter and you're a champion, you better realize this shit is not easy, nigga. They're gonna mandate some motherfuckers to fight you, bro. So you better make up your mind quick. Real shit. Smash the fucking like button. He said Tim Bradley gonna be talking crazy. So Mason already ranked high in the WBC right now. I'm saying it. Look, they got a fucking two plans. If Keyshawn don't want to fight him, Keyshawn want to bullshit. But I already heard Keyshawn already talk about now he's open to fighting him now. Because I'm pretty sure they putting that bug in his ear. Well, anyways, if that shit don't happen, nigga, they gonna push that Mason fight on. Real shit. He said, but I think Key might move up to fight Tio. Nah, he could though. He got the yeah. But he has to see if Tio win this fight against fucking Barboza. I'm picking Tio to win. I really don't rate Barboza as elite. I really don't rate Tio as elite, but I think Tio has enough athleticism to beat him and pop. But I don't know. Barboza gonna throw a lot of punches. Tio don't throw a lot of punches, but I think Tio might catch him with a counter. Said, but Mason signed with Jay Prince too. That is true. That is true. But you don't think Top Rank is in Jay Prince's ear? Mason got his own career now. And these niggas got to make money. So, yeah, either Keyshawn, either way, he's going to have to give up off that belt. Said Tio finna lose. Yeah, he might just lose. He might just get outpointed. It might pull y'all know I beat that boy. Said Mason said no friends. Yeah, no friends. I know Jay Prince is Shakur's guy, but it don't matter. That's in-house money. That's money right there. I mean, yeah, it would be in-house money. So yeah, of course. You gotta deal with nobody else besides the people that you already know. Shit. I don't see Jay Prince having a problem with that, to be honest. Shakur's only getting older. He's only getting older. It's sad though, because at the age that Shakur and them in, and all these guys, Floyd and all these other niggas, they already had big championship wins and, you know what I'm saying, big multiple names on their resume around this age. So time waits for no man. These guys got to start getting these fights. That Zepeda fight is cool, but Shakur gonna whoop him. He gonna whoop him, and they know that shit. Unless they got some fuck shit going on. In a fair, clean, even fight, I don't see Zepeda beat a Shakur, even with the hand injury. Zepeda got the style that he can get cooked with one hand because he has no defense. He has no fucking defense. He throws a lot of punches, but he's open to get countered. He's getting countered by fucking Tevin Farmer. Let me tell y'all something about Tevin Farmer, and I respect Tevin Farmer, but I've been watching Tevin Farmer for a very long time. Tevin Farmer, this nigga has asthma. This nigga had been shot in his hand, and then he just said he has some type of other diagnosis. You know, and I ain't trying to make no excuses, but the guy, he's over the hill. He's been over the hill for a long time. I'm talking about, I've been knowing about Tevin Farmer, and this nigga been having multiple losses on his record before the pandemic, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I swear I'm not trying to shit on our brother. I'm just trying to say, like, this guy's been over the hill, and he, in big 2025, he's giving this nigga Zepeda problems with a broken arm or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, me just looking at that and then looking at Shakur, and I'm like, I don't see what y'all see. I'm seeing something completely different. I'm seeing Shakur go out there and whoop this dude. And Zepeda go throw a lot of punches. Just go, got counter right down the fucking middle. Probably sit his ass down. Niggas gonna say he pillow fisted. All right. You could be pillow fisted and still drop a motherfucker by balance and timing, speed, countering. Niggas don't understand that. This nigga, y'all can like Zepeda some fucking boxing machine. He's throwing a lot of punches. Nigga, them whack ass fucking punches, bro. Bro, man, I wish we could see Zepeda versus Tank. Because Tank would sleep this nigga with an uppercut. Like, I don't see what y'all see in Zepeda. Oh, he throws a lot of punches. You know what it means when you throw a lot of punches? You know what it means when you throw a lot of punches? It means you can't punch. Like y'all like to say, pillow fisted. He's throwing a lot of punches and bunches, and he's not getting Tevin Farmer out of there. I don't even think he dropped. Did he even drop Tevin Farmer? He's going to throw a lot of punches, and he's going to get caught. He's going to get caught. It's pointless. Zepeda ain't no Benavidez. See, Benavidez, he throw punches and bunches, and he get niggas up out of there. Zepeda throw punches and bunches, and that's just it. That's just the way they're marketing. Oh, he throwing punches and bunches. Like, bro, stop it. Tevin dropped him. Like I said, Tevin got shot in his hand, bro. In his hand. And you want to sit here and tell me, oh, wow, Zepeda, he throws a lot of punches. Nigga, fuck all them lot of punches, nigga. That means you're going to be easy to get countered by a superior boxer. That's what's going to happen throwing all those punches. Talking about throw a lot of punches. Boy, you going to throw a lot of punches and get caught. Boy, hey. All right, that pillow fish shit for Shakur, brittle hand shit. Shakur might get his first knockout in a little bit. Oh, wait, it wouldn't even be his first. He just got a knockout. So, I mean, all right. Niggas want to say he can't punch and all this shit and all that. All right, he just got a fucking TKO. So, okay. All right. If y'all want to believe it, go ahead and believe what you want to believe. Said Tevin got shot in my hood, shaking my head. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas know he got shot. And this is the nigga in 2025 putting Zepeda on his ass. And y'all want to tell me that this is going to be somewhat of a competitive fight? I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit competitive. Yeah, said where's Loma fake Matrix? Hey, I pissed them boys off today. I pissed them boys off today because I said Devin Haney retired them. They really got mad when I said, but you, hey, I get he fought George Kambosos, the guy that y'all said is the worst fighter ever, right? On his way out, but in his last competitive fight against a elite fighter, he lost unanimously. It wasn't like it was a fucking unanimous decision. It wasn't no motherfucking it was so close. It could have get either way. No, the judges did not see it that way. The judges was not on Twitter. The judges was not listening to y'all niggas. The judges was watching the fight and said, "Hey man, one guy is beating the body up from round 1 to round fucking 12, and he's not letting up on the fucking gas." Yeah, Lomachenko had a moment where he's throwing flurries, but we're right ringside and we're seeing the shit, and the flurries is getting caught. They're getting caught in the gloves. But niggas like, nah, it was a very competitive, close fight. All right. Just be glad you niggas ain't judges, man. Really think about it. This is a top rank card. Devin was on his last fight with Top Rank. Devin has all the fucking belts at 147. This event is hosted by Bob Arum. This guy, Haney, is on his way to being independent and probably messing with another company, which he did. Why in the world would they give it to fucking Haney if you felt like the shit's corrupted? Why the fuck would they give it to this black dude? Black American to be exact. On his way out. Why would they do that? You know why? Because maybe the fight wasn't as close as you fucking thought it was. Maybe you need to watch the fight without the commentary. Make it make sense. Why the fuck would they give it to him? And I hear somebody say, oh, because it's an American bias. Boy, I've been in America for a long time. As even though we're American too, they not putting us over fucking people that scared us same that share the same skin color as them. Straight up. Stop it. We're not gonna sit here and play the game that it was an American biased. I've heard the most craziest shit from these Loma fans. The man went in there, lost, and cried. He cried because it was over. It is over. He talking about he is not in communication with Top Rank. It's looking like retirement time. His shoulder hurt, his back hurt. He gotta get a back out of me, nigga. All that shit. He broke his back, spinal. It's over, nigga. What's going on, brother Bloods Boxing?
What's going on, family?
We clouded Lomachenko, man, because niggas just talk about it's retirement time, and niggas don't want to hear it, but Haney contributed to that man's retirement. He did.
The same guy who stopped Cambosis afterwards. Okay, man.
Kambosos, the worst fighter on earth, like y'all said, right?
But did nobody get rid of him?
Nah, nobody get rid of him.
You know? Yeah, but it's that. I mean, Loma do need to give up the belt if he ain't finna do nothing, though.
Yeah, he talking about retirement.
For real, that's the word?
Yeah, that's the word. Retired. They say he has not been in communication with Top Rank on what
Yeah.
on what his next moves are. Because you got to check in with him.
Loma lost the biggest fights. I mean, Loma won some big fights. Like, I don't be liking how people just write Loma
He
like he
had a good
just
career.
Loma beat some names, bro. He had a nice little run in this short amount of time.
Yeah,
Like
and they gave
his
him
people with 40 records.
they promoted him. They gave him all the opportunities. He made some good money in his career, bro.
Yeah, yeah, but he lost the big ones though. He definitely lost the
But
big
he won
ones.
some big ones. He beat
Yeah,
Rigo. He beat Rigo.
yeah, he beat Rigo, he beat Nicholas Walters, he beat
There's Walters,
Gary
Rigo.
Russell.
Gary Russell,
Um, uh, what's the other one? The where he looked up.
Linares. He beat
Yeah,
Linares.
Lenore. That was a nice win too.
Luke
Luke,
Campbell for the belt.
yeah, yeah. Loma was putting in work. Loma was
Yeah,
putting in
but
work. But
he
like I
ain't
say, if he
perfect.
ain't doing shit, oh,
Like every other fighter, he ain't perfect, bro. But he had a hell of a run. Yeah, he ducked a couple, but it's okay. He
who he
fought it.
done?
Who he ducked?
No,
Devin
you ain't
Haney.
gonna say Shakur.
I'm
He
say
fought
Devin.
he fought Devin though. How you say he ducked him
Yeah,
when he fought him?
afterwards, for the opportunity of undisputed, of course you would.
I
But at the
mean, it
time when
wasn't duck.
Devin was the mandatory, he said,
Oh man,
I'd rather relinquish the belt," and
nah,
that's
they brought
fine.
in a
That's fine.
franchise bill, right? Didn't they do
Yeah,
some
and
shit
that's
like that?
fine. That's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's what you did. You know what I'm saying? He did it. But rules are rules. So Devin ended up being the champion. But then he got it back. You know what I'm saying? He fought him at the end of the day. And he had a what somewhat competitive fight with Devin Haney. You know, so he can't really be upset.
No, I just need to give up the belt, move to the side, because I like the 135 division right now. So you shit, you can go on.
Who's ranked after him at 135?
It come on
For the
in that
IBF?
organization.
Yeah, don't he got the IBF belt?
Oh, yeah, let's see.
Boy, I feel bad for him. He in a division with all FBAs. Shit.
Cause Keyshawn coming for blood. He don't want to see no Keyshawn
The
boy.
other champions are all FBA. Fuck, you got Tank, Shakur, and Keyshawn. Nigga, I'd be thinking about retirement too.
For real, cause you ain't got. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. You really don't have nothing to prove at this point, and if you ain't finna get no big fight,
Yeah, they about to get that belt to Raymond Muratala. He about to be the new champion. Boy, ain't it crazy in boxing? It's been a lot of belts being handed over.
there's some other dude named Zur Abdullayev that's number 2 in the IBF.
Oh yeah, they might be gonna make Raymond Muratala fight him for the belt.
Hmm. They got Andy Cruz at number 3. That's
Whoop,
crazy.
whoop. And then Andy Cruz in the dough. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Keyshawn need to just get rid of that just because the talking. That's personal. After De
I
Los
know it
Santos,
is.
straight. After De Los Santos, if I can't secure a unification or some shit
You know what
like
I
that,
think it is though? That fight with De Los Santos, that could be a warm up fight to the Cruz fight. It could be that way to see what the style's looking like because you're fighting another slick fighter from around that area, right? So he wants.
yeah.
So they probably trying to see what he looked like in that, and if he looks good in that, they might say, you know what, fuck it, let's go ahead and just put him in there. But then again, it's like, nah, who knows? They might. Somebody did some critiquing of Keyshawn's resume, and I started thinking like, damn, it is kind of crazy when you think about it. They said this nigga fought what's his name, Lemos off of a fucking loss. He fought what's his name, uh, what's that dude name from Ukraine? I forgot dude name, but he fought him, and then now he's fighting Edward De Los Santos, coming off a life altering, saying
I
scare,
mean, we
health
gotta
scare.
keep in mind the boy only got 12, 13 fights. Like he's moving fast and he's moving effectively. It's
He's
some
moving
people who
effective and fast. I
it's
get it.
yeah, it's people who get up at 20 some fights and don't get the competition that he's stepping up to the plate to, because they're not ready. Now we might want to fast track him because he seems to be looking like he gonna be like that, but in reality, he still only got 13 fights. So I ain't really mad at the
Yeah,
matchmaking.
they probably nit. Folks are trying to nitpick him. That's what I feel like they doing.
Yeah, I
Because
mean, they do it for everybody, so he ain't, it is what it is.
yeah, because I'm like, I get it, but he's still a competitive fighter. And then he's a skill fighter. Here's my thing, man. Sometimes, man, some of these guys you be putting them up against guys they're supposed to walk through, and these guys be losing these fights. So we gotta salute these guys that's actually getting past these guys. Like, think about it.
Yeah,
What's that dude
that
named Cole?
Conwell.
That Conwell fight, yeah,
Yeah.
Conwell. That fight right there, like we got high hopes for these niggas, and you put them in front of a nigga that they supposed to walk through, and they end up
But you
losing.
know what's crazy? I was never big on him. I let the internet tell me that he was really like that. But when I was seeing him, I was
I
kind
let
of
my
like,
dude D Hive tell me, but it's okay.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
okay though. I
I
fuck with
swear
D
I
Hive.
let other people tell me. I'm looking like he good, but I ain't seen nothing like this crazy enough to make me think he liked it. And in the Perez fight, Perez was a dog. I want to see Perez fight Fundora. Them two tall
What's
motherfuckers will go crazy in the
I've
ring.
seen Conwell a fight from Conwell before in highlights. You know, he don't really fight like that. I feel like it was an off night for him. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I feel like it was an off night. I ain't gonna put him in the trash
I
can.
mean, I ain't throwing him in the trash because he did a lot of sharp, good work, bro. He was working the levels. He was going to the body. He was throwing good hooks.
It's
Like
just like
he,
his work rate was just terrible, as if he was fighting like with an injury or something.
nah,
What?
that could be, that's always possible.
Yeah, like I totally dislike when fighters they come close to you and all that, but they don't let their hands go. Like, why are you trying to walk them down if you ain't letting your hands go?
Yeah, because he was return. He had a lot of counter fire for him too. You
It
know
was
what I mean?
just
On the
counter fire.
inside, yeah, yeah. It was, and he would lead a lot with his hook, like the dude Perez would, and he was landing like he was stealing them, like a nigga stealing on you. Just he was just banking them in the face. I was sitting there like fuck, like just like you two. I can't describe
And you're
what he was
smothering
doing.
work. He's smothering his work.
Yeah, and yeah, like I was just gonna say, I could really describe how what he was doing wrong so much because it was back and forth for real. But like you say, the output was more on Perez side, and he
It
was
was
just
on
getting.
Perez side, and then on top of that, it's like Cowell was fighting like his shoulders, his arms was hurting. He wasn't trying to throw no jab. Every little jab he threw, it wasn't even serious. It was like kind of like flickering. It wasn't like a Charlo, like I'm trying to shoot that motherfucker down right in the middle. I'm trying to take your head off. And you see, it's certain fighters, man. Too many. It's like too many people relying on being a counter puncher. Like they scared to initiate the fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? They scared to throw the 1-2 down the middle with a follow up with a three. It's like everybody wants to be a counter puncher these days.
Motherfuckers, and also motherfuckers think they so cat like reflex to where they can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially our fighters because we so the twitches, the
Athletic and shit.
agility, the athleticism is just that's why sometimes we get walked down by these Eastern Europeans who just doing the basics, the 1-2, the 1-2-3, the you know what I'm saying? Like just
They
not
not
even
afraid
on.
to throw that shit, man. These
Yeah, they throwing that shit.
niggas be
Yeah,
too calculated trying to
it could be basic than a motherfucker, but they throwing that shit.
nigga. The key to winning the fight is throwing some fucking punches.
Right. On me.
You know
This
what I
shit is
mean?
the
Like
hurt business. Yes, sir.
it's that and that's why I feel like a lot of them European. I'm starting to really like that style. Like over the years, I became a real Bivol fan. At first, I used to talk shit about Bivol, like who is this nigga? You know that Canelo fighting. But now I'm watching the film and I'm looking at. I'm like, yo, nigga is good by just doing the basics and moving his fucking legs and not sitting there like these niggas. A lot of boxers today just be sitting in the high guard and just getting wailed on. Like for what? You got to move them fucking legs, man.
Yeah, basic fundamentals, man. That just like coincide like with the like we was talking about with the European basketball players and how they getting better because a lot of them just doing the basic fundamentals and just doing a lot of it. You know what I mean? Instead of relying on the athleticism and knowing you got the gift that you really are. It was just like how Broner would used to be. How Broner would just sit back and just wait for a counter pop, but
Punch.
really was like,
Yeah.
come on, cuz you fast enough to let these motherfuckers go, and you're gonna hurt some when you do, because he did. When you know what I mean? When Broner
And
would put them
and
put
that's what makes fighters like Boots special because he not waiting on these niggas. He's starting this shit. You know what I'm saying? From round one, he gonna throw them punches.
and I think maybe the Floyd era of the so-called perfect defense is always at play when it come to black fighters, and because they try to say Boots get hit a lot, he just get hit like fighters are going to get hit, especially when you are an offensive fighter. Like he has good
you're the
defense. You know what
aggressor
I
and the
mean?
fighter. Like you're trying in the fight, you're trying to punch. So when you're punching, you're no matter if you keep your hands up to your face close, whatever. Whenever you throw a punch, you're leaving yourself
Keep
open
yourself open, right?
to get hit
Facts.
with a punch. It don't matter if you're Floyd Mayweather or fucking Muhammad Ali. If you throw a punch, there's an opportunity that you can get countered. Niggas like Boots, he's throwing punches because he knows if when a guy throws something back, he's gonna try to roll it or try to slip it. You know, he's working on that, and he's working on trying to get you out of there. These fighters today just be sitting there just hoping that a nigga just make a mistake, like
Yeah.
Tank, Tank.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tank. I also feel like Tank size plays in the reason for that too, because
There was no
usually
reason for that Rolly fight to be close. No
what
reason,
was that really close?
or even last that long.
Come on,
Look,
bro. He got rid of that man in the sixth, man.
think about
God
it.
damn.
Think about
Well,
it.
you supposed to knock him out in the first?
This guy is not, he barely throwing some punches, man. He waiting to the right moment to throw a fucking punch. And I get it. If that's
But
you,
Tank
that's
not a
you.
big volume puncher though, bro. You
But
know what I
that
mean?
shit
Like
almost cost him his last fight.
it almost cost him a lot of fights. You feel me? Like he did that ain't his style. And you can't really say he had fought for that. That just ain't his style.
That
You
used to
might
be his style
like you might run.
when he
I
was
don't
fighting.
really.
That
He
used
don't
to
really
be his
walk
style.
shit down like with a lot of volume is what I'm saying. Like, and he did even less volume with Roach. You know what I mean? So it's like a person who already don't throw a lot. Then here you go throwing even less than that. That shit was just terrible to look at for me. You know what I mean? I hope he do more. But he gonna run into a problem running into Keyshawn fighting like that. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I feel like Keyshawn still got flaws too, defensive flaws, and I feel like he get hit in spots that if Tank hit him, I don't know how you respond, but how will Tank respond to the aggression of Keyshawn though?
I
You know what
won't
I'm
even see
saying?
Tank fighting that dude for real because Tank gonna want to put him on a rehydration clause and that nigga gonna come in that bitch big as fuck. If look how big Roach look compared to this nigga Tank. Imagine how big Keyshawn will look against that nigga, and then he's skilled on top of that. Nah, ain't no waiting for the knockout, nigga, because this nigga might knock you out.
Yeah, yeah. And Keyshawn has combinations. He has a good jab. He comes forward. He got angles. Like I don't know. I've been saying it though. Like people think I'm just some big Tank fan because I'm really rave about. I'm just amp people up with the Tank
Nigga,
banter, all that. But for
we
real,
can talk about
I've been crowning Keyshawn. You feel me as far as the dark horse in that division. The question is, how long can he stay there? You know what I
that's what
mean?
I'm saying. If it's
Cause
the next
Cause
fight
Tank
against
could
Tank,
comfortably make 130. Like Tank ain't finna be blowing up for no motherfuckers, bro. He ain't finna do nothing to put himself at no disadvantage. And you could call it what you want, but
man, Stadiosis was right about one thing. He said every fighter has flaws. Every fighter has flaws, and it's looking like Tank's activity in the ring is a flaw right there because he ain't throwing enough punches.
he got the equalizer though, bro. And shit,
He
you know.
do, but the equalizer didn't work last fight. What happened?
I mean, I really feel like he didn't throw
We
enough.
can't say he
But
ain't
like
hit.
you say, them counter punches was coming, so that made you hesitant. But I'm just think overall, just when nothing was going on, he didn't throw enough. Him or Roach. Like I told you, that's just how I feel about the fight. I don't feel like either one of them commanded the
He
ring to
said
where it was just like that. He's like you Tank
Keyshawn a lot
this.
bigger than Tank. Said he a Smurf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keyshawn. I don't know. I can't say I got Keyshawn beating Tank, but man, I can't just say
Nah,
Tank gonna beat him neither.
I'm not gonna lie. We I know we judge a lot of fights based off the past, but sometimes you do gotta judge a fighter based off the last fight. If he's not throwing, if he don't fix that not throwing puncher shit ASAP, which I don't know if he can fix that overnight. I don't know, man. He might get over on Roach, but what happens when he fights another guy that can take his punch?
Like a Keyshawn.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
yeah,
my fight. Like I want to see Shakur Tank, but and for real, if this boy put on the show that I feel like he's going to put on against De Los Santos and really make that statement, the walls closing in for Shakur. Like I don't want to hear that friend shit. I don't want to hear none of
See,
that. You
that's
have
what
to
we was
do
just talking
something.
about before you got on here. I said that could be the play for Top Rank right now because if you notice, both they're fighting fucking Shakur Stevenson's former opponents, his toughest opponents. Keyshawn is fighting Edward De Los Santos, and Mason is fighting Nakafilia. Shakur Stevenson's toughest opponents.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is closing in for Shakur
It's
because they
closing in, bro.
they gonna want to snatch that belt. They gonna
And
say,
then now you look at your situation like you're not in a power position to really call the shots of who you want to fight. So some gotta give. Like you see, you have to go back and lose the Bella. Like the shit didn't work out with Eddie Hearn, and I
that
don't.
was quick, wasn't it?
Huh?
That was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So wait, I
Because
don't wait. Is the fight with Zapata with Eddie Hearn?
no, it's gonna be with Golden Boy and Lou DeBella represent
Damn. So what happened with
Shakur.
the? So it was just a one fight deal or what?
Now they just ended the deal. And you wasted your time over there. And I said it from jump. People, hey man, people get on my
Hey,
nerve, man. They think I'm
hey,
just some PVC
Blunt's
fan.
boxing.
Go ahead.
Shakur knows his worth. That's what he said.
Mm.
That's what he said because he had an opportunity to fight Dev, and folks talking about 25%, 25%, 25% at and a chance to fight undisputed is better than fighting an electrician.
You should have took that. You should have took that.
Should have took it.
You should have took that. Because
Yeah.
let me tell you why also you should have took it. Devin, and you can say what you want to say and get mad about it. But
I
Devin
ain't gonna get
Haney,
mad.
listen. Devin
Go ahead, say
Haney's
what you want.
stock, Devin Haney's stock has dropped since then. This when Devin Haney, before he took that loss to Ryan, that they was talking about this. You feel me? And when Devin was undefeated, had beat Loma, and it was on, Devin was at the highest point. You should have took that 25%. Look how
I'm listening.
time. No, I'm just saying he should have took that 25%. That's
I
all
know.
I'm
Okay,
saying.
so you saying the moment was good, but Devin right now in a position that if he beats Ryan Garcia in this rematch, he's bigger than ever.
Yeah, agree. I agree. But
Bigger than ever.
until then,
Until then, he's still bigger than Shakur.
yeah, I agree. I agree. But I just feel like Shakur could have got it, like you say, at a more prime time. But now Shakur I just think man, it's so crazy because this boxing shit remind me of the music game so much,
It
art, bro.
does, and that's why.
And I used to argue with artists about my peers about their deals and just things of that
So
nature
so
because they feel like they worth. But I'm like, where
so
is your
let's
worth?
talk about it. Let's talk about it since you want to talk about the music game. What Devin Haney reminds me of in this situation, it brings me back to the situation with Rich Homie Quan when he was the hottest artist at the time. Rest in peace to him. And he, at one point he just had like a management deal with that think it's a game group. And he was trying to, do a little performance on BT or whatever. And BT was on some like, you ain't signed to no real label type, so we not really gonna give you we're not gonna give you the clout to host the fucking not host, but basically have the big performance that you should have if you were signed to a record label.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at that shit like, man, that's some sucker shit. Like, what the fuck?
No, that's just the power of the label.
Yeah,
It's
but
just the
that's just how.
power, like, and,
Yeah.
and that's and that's where, like, man, when the 360, let me give you just a brief trip example. Like when the 360 deal got introduced to the music game, a
Mhm.
360 deal is when the label gets a percentage of
Of
more shit
everything,
than just of everything.
the
You know what I mean? And
merch,
so a lot of artists were
everything.
mad at it because it was niggas like Busta Rhymes who got a plethora of money from movies, and you got Electra Records over here like. We ain't getting nothing, none of that. And we made you Busta Rhymes, but Busta Rhymes like, no, I made me Busta Rhymes. So you got that push and pull with the artists who feel
It's the
like,
50 Cent deal. The 50 Cent when he got the money from uh Coca-Cola. Was it
mm,
Coca-Cola? To
yeah,
have
the
that
vitamin water
drink
shit.
with the vitamin water. And
Mm.
so they ain't get none of that shit. So niggas was looking at him like, fuck going on? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And so that's the trip. Like if you're not a part of the system, like they feel like we're giving you the platform to be on those other stages, and without us giving you those platforms, you don't even get those opportunities. You know what I mean? So like, and so that's where a person like a Shakur who feel like I have the talent, I got views on ESPN, but you don't have ESPN backing you right now, nor do you
Yep.
have Amazon backing you, nor do you have the zone
So
backing you.
so then when you ask me, oh well, Devin Haney's fighting on a racist undercard, I'm like, man, niggas is contractors in this game. They got to get in where they fit and they got to do their job.
But I give them
Right?
more shtick because of how they kind of both boosted up. You know, I give them shtick because of how they came at Floyd and how the Floyd era and just all this old shit. Like, I kind of give them
It's
more shtick.
promotion,
But
brother. Don't
I,
take
I
it too
but
personal.
I don't. I'm just saying, like, I talk about it more because of how they push it. I don't take it personal. Shit, they don't pay
Niggas
my
be like, I
bills.
don't like the way that they promote. Well, goddamn, everybody be lying and capping in this game, but you draw the
Yeah,
line
so
with
you
the
gonna get
you
called out when
you
you do it
you
though.
draw the
So you
line with the brother.
no, but you get no, we call out everybody. So don't
Uh-huh.
get mad when they get called out. Shit, they
Nah,
gonna
they
get
they
called
try
like
to draw the
everybody
line
else.
with the brother. Oh, you niggas can't lie to me.
Nah,
He
that's them others. Now
boy,
them others
nigga
might do
Eddie
that, but I call out everybody. I'm going.
boxing forgave Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn told y'all niggas that Fury versus AJ was happening in 2 weeks. He's been saying that shit for like 6 months.
Man, Eddie's the biggest capper on
He
earth, but
said
then
that shit while fucking
they'd
Wilder
say
was in contract with
Espinoza,
Fury.
they
What?
say Espinoza the lying motherfucker, but Eddie Hearn be blatantly lying to you about this whole Connor being shit with the whole egg shit, lying in your face the whole way. You know what I mean? Like
Eddie, see, Eddie, when Eddie came in the game, niggas didn't pay attention. A lot of the people that be on, I noticed a lot of people that's on Twitter now are like a lot of young folks, so they wasn't here for the early game when Eddie Hearn them first, they ship first landed here in America. You know what I mean? They wasn't there.
Mhm.
Eddie Hearn, he got motherfucking Dan Raphael fired from ESPN because
Good.
this nigga, he paid for Dan Raphael to fly out to one of his whack ass fights at the time for the zone. And he flew him out. He tricked on him, bought him a steak dinner, all types of shit. And then he bragged about it on media. He said, "Yeah, man, we all do it. Man, we all buy media. Who cares? We buy media."
Who Eddie Hearn said that?
Yeah, I swear I'm not. Look, I'm not. Swear I'm
I
not
mean,
lying.
I'm gonna keep it
Look it
real.
up.
That's smart.
Look it up. But yeah, that's what I said. And even me back then, I couldn't even hate on it because I'm like, yeah, that's smart. If you got the money to, why the fuck not? It's
Nah,
easy.
Eddie Hearn hip and slick enough to understand the power of media. And like you
But
say,
he
when he
used to
first
slip
hit the
up and
scene,
say it. He used to say
yeah,
it.
because he talked too much. He talked
Yeah.
too much too.
But
You
now
know what
he's
I'm saying?
moving
And you
differently.
do all them interviews, you gonna slip up and say some stupid shit. You keep on talking and running your mouth. You know what I mean? But I would just to your testament to what you were saying, like Eddie Hearn is great at knowing the media and he know he could lie and come back because people don't care enough. You know what I'm saying? Like Eddie a slick snake motherfucker,
If
you feel
Eddie
me? And I
Hearn
hate
could survive,
Shakur.
if Eddie Hearn could survive the line to the people that Fury versus AJ was gonna happen while fucking Wilder was in contract with Fury, if he survived that shit, he could survive anything. I've seen that.
Teflon Eddie.
But shout out to my
Teflon
dude Dirty.
Eddie.
Y'all remember that shit when he was telling everybody Wilder Fury versus AJ was happening and ESPN made all these announcements and posters and graphics. And then
Yeah.
Hmm.
and then the arbitration came and the judge said, that's not what the fuck's gonna regardless of the outcome of Wilder Fury 3. Wilder got
Yeah.
his rightfully
That's crazy. Fury
he got his
still ain't been
rightfully
over in the
earned
States.
since then.
He still ain't been in the States. Not even the
And I try to
nothing.
tell you some funny shit happened in that fight, but niggas like, nah, ain't nothing happened. Everything happened on the up and up. It was square dealing. Nigga, hell nah, it wasn't no fucking square dealing over there. Those
I
boys
ain't
was
finna
taking
go
that.
there with you,
They
man.
was taking that paper. They was taking that paper and flooding the town.
So
And
Eddie responded. He's saying that he still wish Shakur still got a 2 fight deal with him. So
This nigga
I
said,
was
"Are
wondering how could you
going to it,
just
brother? Nigga,
split a
hell."
contract?
I mean that's what I saw, bro. I saw it on Twitter. So I don't know if he's actually gone with Eddie, but who knows?
Eddie been quiet on the situation. He ain't say nothing.
I just
I
yeah
think
I know I just saw it like 10 minutes ago that he responded to those claims. He do like an interview every damn 10 minutes every day. So
So
Eddie ain't been as talkative since Turkey came through with everything. Like he be talking, but he don't be talking like he used to. You know what I mean? Like Turkey
Mhm.
got them boys. Turkey got them boys on a real short leash over there, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Niggas be
only
having
I
to.
don't I don't mind Turkey. I mean Eddie because like let's use Boots for example. He been keeping Boots active, bro. Like the nigga fought like 3 times in 9 months. That's good, and he got him a unification.
yeah,
And
I,
he brought him home, bro. Them niggas at PBC and Showtime wasn't doing shit for Boots. Let's be honest. They weren't doing for it. They weren't gonna give him Earl. They didn't even give him the contenders like
because he was
I
Ugas,
think so.
protecting them
Thurman.
exclusively.
I mean, at the time, to be honest, the Showtime deal was at the end, and it wasn't nothing for them to do because it was nowhere for him to go. So that was just a smart play. But Stanionis is still a PBC fighter. Like if they was really hate, you know what I mean? Like, I think he would have got
They could have
Stanionis anyway.
been had got gave him they could have gave him Barrios at the end of that deal with Showtime, but they couldn't do that. But then
I'm saying
again,
there
you
wasn't no
can't
fight
force it.
dates because they
Yeah,
had other people who come before Boots who probably make more money than the Boots. Like Canelo was the front runner and shit like that on them limited dates that they had. They only did like 5 dates last year, so it was smart for Boots to go with Eddie. But I don't think it was because necessarily that they wasn't gonna do nothing for him. But I think at the time they couldn't do shit for him, so he made a smart play like shit. So, and I think what was that his third fight with Eddie or his second
that was his third.
I like the
with
fact that
Stanionis?
that what's his name Eddie got boost that unification. That was major. That was major
Yeah,
That was
because
yeah.
epic,
you
bro.
know how major that is. People don't really understand. The last time the belts moved together was fucking 2023, bro, of
Yep,
July,
yep.
The
and that
welterweight belts.
yeah, the welter. I'm talking about the welterweight belts.
Yep.
So
But
now we have a new unified champion. And we're no longer in the Bud Crawford, Errol Spence era no more. The two champions of this today's era fought Staniosis and Boots. Now,
That's that.
now, but I ain't feeling this Barrios Pacquiao shit. Fuck that. Fuck that.
well, what did Pacquiao
I
fuck
only feel
around?
it for one reason, and you know my reason. But other than that, though,
Are you gonna say because they making money and all that? Who gives a
nah,
fuck?
it
No,
ain't. No, it
That
ain't the
shit's
money
crazy.
thing. I really feel like PBC have to really kind of unload their whole clip to secure more dates at Amazon, which I heard they working on. And I
Who the
think
fuck is
what
gonna sanction Manny Pacquiao fighting
the
Mario
same people that
Barrios?
sanction Mike Tyson. What you
oh,
mean?
if Manny wants it, bro, it's gonna happen.
No, you talk about
Yeah.
man. Nah, that nigga. Nah, this is a real fight for a belt.
I know,
Nigga,
I know.
nigga, if Manny
Then
want to do it, man, it's gonna happen.
he got that kind of power, bro. He like like a Canelo and Floyd Mayweather. They could damn near do whatever they want.
He too old.
No, it's bad.
He don't care.
Period. Like, what you saying is correct. Or it's bad. He too old. Shouldn't be fighting. All that good shit. But
They
if
gonna
he
let him
want to
fight on the
fight,
juice.
they gonna let him fight.
They gonna let him fight on the juice.
And
They
then
can
he
give him all the juice he
46.
wants.
Didn't Michael Moore come back at 44,
Barrios,
45? I said,
Barrios might
Michael.
kill him.
I don't know, man. Barrios fuck around,
Nah,
get slept.
if they let
Nah, bro.
so
Telling you, Barrios
seeing
fuck
how
around, get
thirsty
slept.
Barrios is because Barrios is scared to get knocked out by one of them FBAs who got the titles.
I
Hold on,
told
hold
you,
on.
Barrios.
Let me cook. Let me cook. Barrios
Go
is
ahead.
scared. Barrios is scared to get cooked, right? So he's gonna be thirsty to sign whatever they talk about. He gonna sign it, and just like Keith Thurman, they gonna say, "Well, the drug testing, we ain't gonna really have to talk about that." You know what I'm saying? We just gonna just know y'all gonna have a real big fight, and that's the shit that Keith Thurman was talking. Keith Thurman was talking all this. Oh, I don't give a fuck about no drug testing with Manny Pacquiao. I don't give. What happened in the first round? That nigga threw how many fucking punches and dropped his ass? Yeah.
He drops him in the second, damn right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was the look on Keith Thurman's face was damn, maybe I should never signed up for letting this nigga fucking take whatever because man, I ain't think he was gonna throw that many punches in a row.
Damn right, but Keith Thurman did good work in that fight, though. For real, to be
I,
honest, especially in the
to be
later half of
honest,
the fight,
let me
like Keith
cook. Let me
Thurman did
cook.
good work.
Let me
Go
cook.
ahead.
Let me cook. The reason why I feel like that Yugas fight with Manny Pacquiao, it looked like the way it looked, is because Manny Pacquiao was going to be fighting Spence. And fighting Spence, you have to, take a VADA test. I'm going to just say that. I might
Yeah.
have my tinfoil kufi on, but just listen to me. This Barrios fight, he going to be thirsty.
I mean,
So,
I
Curtis
understand,
going to
but
be in the
Bar, yeah,
Philippines too.
no, I don't know about that, but this probably gonna be like in Vegas or something. But I was gonna say that Barrios is trying to sell his belt to the highest bidder, bro.
Yeah, and Manny Pacquiao will be the highest bidder, and Manny Pacquiao going to come in there on any type of whatever. And he going to go try to take
I
Bernard Hopkins' record as
I
oldest.
heard now you're not gonna like when I say this, but I heard that Ryan Garcia, after if he beats Rolly, he might go that route and fight Barrios for the WBC, and then set up a
Yeah,
super fight with.
if he do that, then that contract, that lawsuit is just going to continue, and that's a risk he want. If he's willing to take, he can go ahead and take it.
Yeah, but
No,
that law. Let's be
I
real,
just
bro. That
read
law.
it got. I just read it got settled and it's over. Like that's what I read. I read it was settled and it was over.
Could
Yeah,
be
because it's not a
that
winnable case for the
that
Haynes, bro. But I was gonna say
it's not a.
that.
Hold on. Wait. We ain't just gonna skip on it. So how
Oh
this
my
brother gonna
god,
say
let
it
the
got
man
it
cook,
got
man.
settled? Hold on, because now we gotta cook. How the hell is this brother gonna say it got settled, and then this nigga gonna say it's not a winnable case for him? I don't.
I
Wait, what?
mean, winning and settled is not the. I mean, winning and settled are two likely situations here. Like, I mean, like he can't win it, but a settle is likely. But
A
I just
settlement
read
is
that
a
he
win,
settled it.
bro. What are you talking? What are you brothers talking
What?
about,
A
Because
settlement is a
it's
win?
nigga?
it's not.
If I'm on
It's
American
not a
Airlines,
win, bro.
nigga, if I'm on a fucking American fucking Airlines in the fucking whatever, something crazy happened, and I'm entitled to some fucking paper. Instead of taking it to trial, these guys talking about, hey, instead of taking the trial because I don't want to lose the trial, I'll rather just give you a high amount of money. That's a fucking win. What would you say? Would you say no? If you
But
if
It's
we
not
here's
about.
your
It's
problem.
not.
what would y'all do? Would y'all say no? Fuck it, we just gonna keep take it to
Yeah,
trial?
no, but here's your problem.
Hell
You don't.
nah, man,
No, but here,
bro,
all right,
nigga,
all right,
bro. If niggas
all right.
start talking about a couple
Calm down,
million,
man.
you niggas will fold.
Calm
Niggas will
down.
fold. Hold on, nah, ain't no calming down. If niggas presented you some fucking money, some crazy millions, you would fucking
Let the
settle.
man
Stop
cook,
it.
man.
Stop
But
it.
if I look, I
Stop
know
it. I don't
somebody.
want
I
to hear
know
nothing
somebody
less,
who's
man.
okay. All right.
But
All right.
go ahead. But
I know somebody who sued somebody and they tried to settle out of court for a six-figure amount and they said fuck no and took them all the way to court and won 30 million. Like,
yeah, I've seen that.
yeah.
Me
So
too. I've seen
a
I've seen
settlement wouldn't
documentaries
have
and
been
shit like that.
a settlement wouldn't have been a win in that situation. So like I say, a
Yeah,
settlement is not
that's
a
different.
win
Of
necessarily.
course they're gonna throw. Oh, but we don't know in the settlement. These niggas signed non-disclosure contracts, so we'll never know the exact amount, exact dollar amount. Like the fucking
But
Colin Kaepernick situation. They said that man got paid
bro,
a lot of money, but we'll never know the exact amount. They
there's
settled.
no win. There's
They
no
settled.
win for Devin Haney. Look, Art. There's no win for Devin Haney outside of him beating Ryan Garcia in the ring. There's no other scenario other than that. That's it,
All right,
bro.
my brother.
Because you don't have the court of public opinion on your side, unfortunately.
You talking about the
Because
court of public, bro? Let's not
yeah,
even go.
I understand.
Let's not even go into hypotheticals. It's not even worth it. Let's talk about boxing, some shit that's
Oh,
going on.
man,
Because like, what the fuck?
No,
Like,
I understand the
no,
racists.
because no,
The racists are
I'm
no.
not trying to hear. I know I'm not trying to hear that. Nah, that's some bullshit. Because niggas gonna go into some. Oh well, I think nigga because you can't base facts off your opinion. So let's keep it going.
oh my God.
Manny Pacquiao fighting Barrios. I
God.
don't think it's a good decision. I don't think that's a
Can
good
can
fight.
I cook on that? Because you kept. Let me
I
cook
think
on that.
Barrios should fight Brian Norman Jr. or Boots.
Yeah, he's definitely not fighting. I don't know why niggas keep trying to. Why would he fight Brian Norman Jr. when there's like a million other options? that pay way more money and less punishment.
Because you know what he wants to do? He wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. And if he beats Manny Pacquiao, he wants to fight Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney.
And why
Exactly.
the fuck not?
He could fight Devin. He could fight T.O. He could fight Ryan. He
Ryan,
could fight
yeah,
Boots.
that's who he
He
wants
could
to
fight
fight. He don't want to fight
all.
no Boots or Brian Norman Jr. Fuck no.
He'll fight. He'll fight Boots before Brian Norman. I promise you.
What would
Yeah.
if you was a boxer? What would you do? Would in
I
your
ra- I rather fight. I rather fight Boots because it's a bigger payday.
no? I'm talking about if you were in a position where you can fight an old geezer Manny Pacquiao and then fight fucking Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney.
Of course.
Would you fight these guys or would you take the Boots
Yeah,
and
and
fucking
especially,
Brian Norman
especially,
route?
especially the Devin Haney fight because I'm gonna come out the fight with no damage.
He said no damage. Yeah, that's a possibility. You can go out there, you can get outclassed. You can leave with your
Right,
feelings hurt.
zero at all.
That nigga go, he's like, damn, I thought I was
Not
in
a
the pillow fight.
stain on me.
These niggas over here trying to clown a win. Oh, a win is a win. Hey, it's not like some of these other guys lucky to get draws.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
I'm gonna say that.
Hey,
I'm gonna say that.
hey, hey, on the real, in boxing, if you don't have power, eventually niggas just gonna walk through you, bro. If you need
Nah,
some sort of power,
Eventually.
especially when you,
Dirk, I don't know how long
yeah,
you've been
you
watching
do.
boxing, but I've seen guys who, like you guys like to say, is pillow fisted, win fights, convinced. Like, hold on, wait, we just
Don't you
watched.
dare bring up Floyd.
Wait.
Don't you,
We gonna bring up Floyd. We just watched Floyd Mayweather
Floyd.
dominate.
Floyd had pop.
Dominate.
Floyd wasn't
Stop
sleeping
it.
shit.
Stop it. Said like
Floyd-
Roach. Is
What was
Roach-
Floyd doing at 135?
What Floyd do today? What
Hey,
Floyd
you know
do to Diego
Roach got
Corrales?
less KOs than motherfucking Devin Haney. So
What Floyd do to
so
Diego
what happened?
Corrales?
Hold on. Let's cook.
Floyd was starting shit at
Let's cook. So Roach with less KOs than Devin Haney, he has what? You can consider him pillow fisted because if you consider Devin Haney pillow fisted, you consider Roach pillow fisted who has less KOs than him. So by you guys' logic, without having power, he wasn't supposed to do what he did on March 1st to Gervonta Davis.
What did he do to him?
By your logic.
What did he do to him?
You making it sound like he sent that nigga to the shadow realm. Or
So
something.
no, hold
what
on.
did he do
No.
to him? Did he hurt
We
him?
go look. You see this. So now these niggas. So because Roach didn't knock Tank out, he didn't do shit to him. That's his.
Okay, he
this
wobbled the
guy's
nigga.
argument.
Like,
This
he
is
probably
their
got more
argument.
pop than
They argument
be
is
honest.
that because he didn't knock him out, he didn't do nothing to him. Is that what you telling me?
I don't know why you comparing.
Did Pernell Whitaker have power? Roach was putting it on Tank.
Hell
Man,
no.
Stop it.
Nah, but Pernell was super skilled. He's more
And
skilled than
so
what
I
Devin.
feel like, bro, like, man, look, hey, these niggas gonna sit here and tell me that as long as we've been watching boxing, they ain't never seen a nigga with. Bro, there's been fighters that win 12 rounds. Bivol, literally Bivol.
But here's the problem, bro.
Bivol.
Like, all right, what I'm trying to say is,
bro, Bivol just beat the hardest puncher in boxing with
Bivol
100%
has
KO
respectable power.
ratio. What are you talking about?
Nah, hell no. You can't use Bivol as an example. He got respectable
power. Bivol. Hold on. How many KOs Bivol got and how many KOs Devin Haney got?
He's just not aggressive.
Nah,
he's not
talk
aggressive.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Bro, I watch multiple fighters.
Hold on, let's look that shit up because this nigga would have said, nah.
Are we having a discussion, bro, or are we having like a rant?
No, we talking boxing.
Okay, so I'm trying to say is Bivol is not an aggressive fighter, but he do have respectable power. He hurts multiple opponents. He even got Canelo's respect. Canelo usually don't respect people's power if you don't got it. So that you can't say that about Bivol. That's a bad example.
Nah, so
also similar to Devin Haney.
Hey, hold on. Let's cook because this nigga said Bivol has basically respectable power and Devin Haney doesn't. Bivol has 12 KOs. Devin Haney has what? Let me see. 15 KOs. So when you look at just the numbers, instead of this nigga Dirk just tether babbling, you can see that fucking Haney has respectable power as well.
Was Abisbal fighting bums in Tijuana, Mexico to start his career?
Bro, can you name the first 5 niggas that fucking Bivol fought, or the first 10?
I guarantee they were. I guarantee they were
nigga.
higher
What?
level. I guarantee they were higher level than them bums in Mexico he was fighting.
This nigga want to talk about when this nigga was 15. You hear this shit? That's what I'm talking about. Tether battle.
You really should have had a. You really should have had 100% knockout record
Devin
shield. To
Shield,
be
my
honest,
nigga. Let stop
Haney
it,
ain't
nigga.
knocked out a guy on the
you
level with Sullivan Barrera
tether
at all.
babbling. Hey, I'm glad that you hopped in the fucking stream though.
yeah,
you know
yeah.
who-
Bivol knocked out Sullivan Barrera. Who the fuck has Devin ever knocked out? Antonio Moran? Get the fuck out of here, man.
How many times has fucking Burrell lost a fucking fight coming into that fucking fight?
No, at that time
It's
he
funny.
was like,
Exactly.
at that time he had won he
Said,
had
nah,
lost
he
a
was
lot of
fighting
fights.
Russian. Yeah, niggas was fighting Russian bums. These niggas will hop out wearing Adidas tracksuits and then hop in the fucking ring. That's the niggas Bivol was fighting when he first came in the game.
I want to
But
say
it's
something.
And guess what? When
When
Bivol career is over, he'll be remembered as a better
fighter. At the end of the day, Bivol and Devin Haney are both undisputed champions, and I respect them.
Nah, don't compare the two. It's not the same. You fought Kambosos to get your title.
Don't compare the two.
You beat Kambosos to get your title. He beat a monster and better beat
the same Kambosos that your man Richard Hitchison was begging to fucking fight.
What does that have?
Because he's easy work. Because he's easy work.
What? So why?
Yes.
Easy work. Then why the fuck you trying to fight him?
Because I don't even like Hitchens. I don't even know why you.
It's a nice payday. Kambosos is a nice payday.
It's a nice payday and it's an easy ass fight.
What?
And he got, bro. I don't even like Hitchens.
Hey, Dirk.
I don't even like Hitchens because he reminds me of your man. He fight just like your man. You should be the biggest Hitchens fans out.
Talk about the grease. You should. Niggas will talk shit. Niggas will talk about shit about Dev, but the man's over here talking about they got grease in their hair. Like, what we talking about? Let's cook on that. What's up with your man talking about he got grease in his hair?
This man goes from one thing to another, man.
Nah, because we.
All I know is.
Nah, we dropping it up,
bro. Hitchens fight just like your man. You should be the biggest Hitchens fans out here.
No, the fuck.
Yeah, you do. They're the same fighter, the same right hand, the same jab.
He fight.
Although he might have a better jab. They're the same fighter, bro. And they both born as hell, and they got power.
In reality, Hitchens
and they scary.
Hitchens want to be Dev because look at him chasing his fucking leftovers. We got nigga. Make this make sense. Devin don't get credit for fighting Kambosos off the biggest win, beating Tio, somebody that these two brothers respect, right? But hey, he don't get credit, but they want to give fucking Hitchison credit now for fighting this nigga after this nigga got stopped.
Nah, I ain't giving him no credit either.
So like, what we saying here? That sound like some crazy, just some pure hate. And then they want to say that, oh, you defended Dev. Nah, I'm just defending some fucking bullshit ass logic. Like, what we talking about? That's going against real logic and boxing. Bullshit.
Devin Haney.
I'm just making some. I hate Devin Haney and the say so shit. So I'm gonna just.
Devin Haney lost to.
Speaking point.
Devin Haney lost to a C-level fighter, and he gave all these racist motherfuckers ammunition. I could never forgive him for that shit.
Bro, this nigga Tank made Cruz famous. Pitbull Cruz
You made Ryan Garcia.
Niggas was saying that Pitbull Cruz can beat motherfucking Pitbull Cruz can beat Shakur Stevenson in some motion.
Bro, because of your man, we got niggas thinking Ryan Garcia can beat Boot. This is because of your man. That's crazy work.
It's not because of Dev. It's because of you niggas who sat here talking about Oscar don't do nothing.
You the one. You the one that called him a bum, by the way.
You the one that said Oscar don't do nothing. So
it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Art, because he just came out with an interview and said that I need to work on some things. I have to be honest with myself that I made some mistakes in that fight. So even he agrees with
every fighter knows if you go into a situation, regardless of the outcome, if it doesn't go your way, you're going to question yourself and you're gonna try to fix things and improve. You'll be a
So you
you'll be a
agree?
so
No,
hold
no,
on, so
you
hold
was
on,
saying
So
no,
he
so
didn't.
you
Yeah.
nah,
wasn't saying that
no,
shit
no, no,
before,
no,
nigga.
no.
Don't.
So no, because y'all ain't gonna cut me off on my show. You gonna let me cook on my show. So you telling me that I should just be me and Devin should just be some ignorant ass niggas and say, hey man, Dev, you shouldn't try to fix nothing. You should just go in there exactly how it is. Nah, of course. And I would suggest this with any boxer that's going in there and fighting against somebody that's on fucking or that's known who has a history of being on performance enhancing drugs now. You know what I'm saying? To have some adjustments going in there. Cause you never know, the nigga might cheat again.
Bro,
So
get
there's
out of
nothing
here,
wrong.
man. Y'all act
There's nothing
like
wrong with that.
You said
no.
he
Yeah,
There,
you
dominated it.
said, yeah, I'm gonna keep
You said
look,
he
I'm gonna keep
dominated
on
the
fucking
fight.
cooking. These niggas think they gonna try to ambush me like
hey,
Kevin
hey,
Samuels.
hey,
Outside the
Let's cook.
knockdowns, you
hey,
said he
Let's cook.
dominated the fight.
hey. You could
You said
give.
Devin
You could
dominated
you
the fight outside the knockdowns. You said it was only because of the Osterin that he beat him. And you said it was
right.
no defensive flaws. You said it was just because of the Osterin, bro.
I didn't say
That's
nothing. I didn't
Yes, you
say
delusional.
did.
nothing like
Yes, you
that.
did,
That's
bro.
I didn't say
Yes, you
delusional.
nothing
did.
like that. I was just
All
on the show.
right.
See, this is why
Look,
Devin gets hate because of his fans. Y'all
hold on.
delusional.
Nah. I ain't say nothing like that.
All right.
I said the fight resulted in a fucking no contest
I
because
can't
Ryan
believe I
Garcia
gotta
tested
agree with
positive.
you.
And I ain't just say that. The test showed that Ryan Garcia tested positive and they reversed the decision. That's not our opinion. That can no longer be just our opinion, nigga. That is a fucking fact. So anything around that is just you making excuses for Ryan Garcia's
All right,
cheating.
No,
all
that's
right.
not up for debate. That's two different
Look.
things.
Like Clarissa she'll say, yeah, you could say, well, Devin, he got hit with the left hook, but the left hook had fucking Alsterine and Nandrolone in that motherfucker. Who's to say if he wasn't on fucking performance enhancing drugs, if he would have cracked Dev, it wouldn't have the same effect?
You know
Come on,
why?
man. I ain't
Because we seen.
we gonna cook. I ain't no fucking goofy. I'm a grown ass man. I literally just clocked out of my fucking healthcare job right now. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, well, if you're taking a fucking SARM that gives you unnatural fucking advantages, that's not gonna help your fucking performance. What type of stupid shit is that? I'm a grown
Bro,
ass fucking man. No, we gonna cook. I'm 30 fucking years old. I'm not a fucking kid. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that performance enhancing drugs does not enhance somebody's fucking performance. Yeah, Dev could have fucking avoided a punch, but just like Boots and Tank and any other fucking fighter, you're gonna get hit in a fucking fight. So the fact that he got hit with a punch that had Osterine and Nandrolone in it, yeah, the effects were fucking different. Of course. So we're not gonna sit here and just pretend like, oh no, like that doesn't do anything. Nigga, that ain't no
can we
fucking
rebuttal?
pre-workout. Nigga. Nah. This ain't no fucking pre-workout. They give that fucking shit to they give performance enhancing drugs, shit like that. They give that to fucking AIDS patients. Because AIDS patient, they cut weight rapidly. They lose weight rapidly. And they need to retain fucking muscle. So they get a fucking unnatural fucking muscle growth. And you niggas want to sit here and tell me, other grown men looking at me in my eye and tell me that shit doesn't do nothing for you? Nigga, I ain't fucking stupid. Go talk to some fucking kids about that shit.
Andre Ward said it
Straight
couldn't have
up.
no effect.
Andre Ward doesn't know. He's not involved. He's not taking his
He's
time out of
not
his
what?
day. Look, he's not taking his time out of his day to get educated in this shit. He's not fucking looking into this shit.
How
Yeah,
not? How you know that?
he don't have that type of time on his hands. I have time on my
He's a
hands. I work
journalist.
from home. I'm an
He's a
artist.
boxing
I have
journalist at this
time on
point.
my hands. I can look that up at this point.
He's a
And look,
Bro,
boxing
and
journalist with
look,
experience
nah.
in the boxing field. You can't now you're gonna say he's not
And
somebody to
other fucking
hear from.
professional boxers like Paulie Malignaggi and other boxers said that, hey, yes, the reason why he had trace small amounts in the system is because he was flushing it using illegal IVs that we seen. So your argument of a
bro,
boxer saying this,
I
yeah,
think I
everybody,
trust Andre words
look,
more.
everybody can have their opinion, but the facts says that this guy had Osterine in the system at one point, and he had Nandrolone in the system, and he
But a
was
grown
on
man
film.
said,
And he was on film using illegal IV. So you're not going to sit here and say, "Oh,
all right.
that doesn't do anything."
We all know he
Nah,
cheated, bro.
nah, nah, nah. We not gonna sit here and play that stupid shit because that's when niggas start talking some goofy shit. I gotta kick niggas fucking out of here. I'm a grown ass fucking man. We're not going to sit here and act like performance enhancing drugs doesn't do shit to your performance. If Boots or Spence or Wilder was on that shit and they fought somebody and it was discovered that they had that in the system, they would try to hang them niggas. So y'all black ass niggas is not going to sit here in my face and tell me that, oh, that doesn't do nothing for you. That's some stupid ass shit. The fuck are you talking about? That's some stupid ass shit.
Ward said it. That's all.
Like, what the fuck? That type of talk leaves room for other fucking boxers to cheat the next fucking boxer coming up. And that's the type of talk that you niggas is talking. Oh, well, it doesn't do nothing. Dev should have just been better. Nigga, Boots just got punched in the fucking face fighting Staniosis, bro. A come forward fighter who's had his fucking hands like this and he still was able to catch Boots. Nigga, and when you fight, you're gonna get fucking punched. Devin got hit with a punch by a guy that was on a drug that fucking makes him unnaturally stronger. I don't understand how this shit doesn't comprehend in y'all brain that, oh, well, maybe the shit that he was on gave him a fucking advantage. Because I've never seen this guy.
Did he test positive from Nandrolone, or did you put that sauce on her?
Yes, he tested positive for Nandrolone, but they ended up clearing it because they said, the levels is a certain level. But then again, he was caught on film with taking illegal IVs, which is known to flush your system. Reason why his lawyer couldn't even refute that. His lawyer couldn't even defend that. And niggas want to sit here and be like, oh, nah, that's a little bit of nothing. You see how big that dude was in that fucking fight? Even Mike Tyson looked at that nigga during the fight because, why Mike Tyson came out into his locker room. He said, man, you fucking look like you've been eating fucking bricks. Because he knew the fucking nigga was stacked on that fucking shit, man. He knew that shit was unnatural. Looking at that man like, man, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, we gonna have to fucking cook. I don't like. I'm too grown. I'm 30. I got a child. Like, we're not gonna see. I work in healthcare. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that these drugs do not help niggas' performances.
So I'm saying,
look, before we even got on here, I just built somebody's insurance company for fucking testosterone injections. Like, nigga, what the fuck are y'all talking about? That this shit don't do shit for your performance. Like, nigga, that's why I kicked this nigga out of here. You're not finna tell me about shit, nigga. I'm fucking 30. I'm a grown ass fucking man. Not finna tell me that this shit doesn't help you. Get the fuck out of here, dumbass nigga, man. Get the fuck out of my face. The amount. The reason why he's suspended because look, with the amount, you're on film using illegal IVs, which is known for fucking flushing shit out of your system. Reason why?
Yeah, I know they got caught up in that.
Reason why these companies like VADA, they don't give a fuck if you had a little bit or a lot of bit. The fact that it's in your system when it's not supposed to be in your system is bad, nigga. Do you understand cycling? Do you know what cycling is, nigga? You can take testosterone injections right now or pills right now and stop taking that shit for a fucking month. And that shit will still be in your fucking system, giving you the same effects. Niggas talking about a little bit. So he cheated a little bit? Is that what you niggas telling me? That he cheated a little bit? Fuck out of here. Use your fucking brains, man. Look into this shit instead of listening to fucking showbiz.
That's what Ward said.
Bro, it don't matter what Ward said. Ward isn't fucking a scientist. Ward isn't the fucking VADA. Ward isn't fucking like
Paulie Malignaggi.
Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. You talking about Malignaggi?
You brought Paulie up. You brought him up.
And Paulie Malignaggi, he based what he said off of fucking facts, which is test results that showed that he had Nandrolone and Ostarine in his system. Nigga, so what are you talking about?
So Andre Ward just talking.
Look. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can flip whatever. You can say whatever, but one thing for sure, you can't flip the fucking truth. When you're talking to a grown ass man, we're talking about facts. The facts is the man tested positive for Nandrolone and Ostarine. The facts is he's on film with illegal IVs, which is illegal in New York prior to your fight. They couldn't refute that. The lawyer didn't even refute it. But you want to sit here with your feelings and say, well, Andre Ward tell me this. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what Andre Ward told you, nigga.
Kicking people from the live and talking all that nigga
I don't give a fuck what Andre Ward tell you, nigga.
So
I'm looking at the fucking truth.
Saying, like, God, you ain't more experienced than him. Who are you?
Wait. I'm talking about the fucking VADA test. We talking about the test results.
Saying you ain't more experienced than him.
I don't give a
You ain't
fuck
more
what War said,
experienced than him. I
nigga.
don't give a fuck what you said,
Nigga, this
nigga.
nigga talking
You
about
know,
what War said. Nigga, tell me what the test said, nigga.
who care
Fuck you
what you
talking
say,
about?
nigga? We just debating about this
Yeah,
shit. Your
nah,
word
because
ain't
I'm on the
law,
side of the
nigga.
truth. I'm not on the side,
No, your word
man.
ain't
I'm on the
law.
side of the fucking truth.
Nigga, all that
You
grown
can't
man talk.
argue with
I'm
a nigga
grown
on
too,
the side
nigga.
of the
Shit,
truth.
I'm
That's
grown
what I'm
too.
saying. That's what I'm saying. You can say War said, Paulie said, nah, what the test
You
results
said
say?
Paulie
Nigga,
said.
nah, but you're trying to use my own words against me as if I
Yeah,
don't
cause
know what
don't
the
bring
fuck
up
I'm talking
Paulie.
about.
Don't bring up
Nah,
Paulie. I
nigga,
brought
I
up
know what I'm
War. You
talking
brought
about.
up Paulie.
I smoke a lot of tree, but I ain't stupid.
You
I'm
smoking that
intelligent.
Minnesota
Come on,
bullshit got
man.
you talking
I ain't
crazy.
stupid. I ain't no stupid. I know I'm well educated, nigga. Stop it,
Got you talking
nigga.
crazy.
Nah,
Oscarine.
nah, nah, nah.
You taking
Cause
Oscarine.
look, I can chop it up, but I ain't no goofy. I'm from the Midwest, and one thing we don't like is being a goofy. And you're not gonna talk to me like I'm a goofy and be like, oh well, even though the test results said it was positive, well, it's all Dev's fault that he lost the fight. Like
You
niggas don't
take
get,
shit to the extreme.
like niggas don't get punched in the fight.
Nobody said that. But he has a
Man,
problem with a left hook that you have a problem
fuck
admitting
out of
to.
here.
That you got a problem admitting to. He got a problem with a left hook. Been had one
Yeah,
since JoJo Diaz.
yeah. All right, my brother. I'm gonna holler at you, but I'm gonna chop it over my people because they want you off the fucking string. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll sit here and try to tell me that, oh well, regardless, this is what War said. Man, I don't give a fuck what War said, nigga. I don't care what nobody said. The test results said that the nigga tested positive for Nangelo. Ain't no fixing that shit. Ain't no setting that shit up. Because I know for a fact I can't go to my employer and they make me take a test and be like, oh well, they set me up. The Illuminati set me up. Nigga, I can't say no stupid ass shit like that. So why are you letting niggas like Ryan tell you some stupid shit like that and y'all falling for it? That's why I gotta remind niggas like I'm grown. I am grown. Like, what are we talking about? I'm 30 years old. Like, I ain't no kid. You ain't gonna talk to me like I'm stupid. Fuck you talking about, nigga. I don't care what you saying. The test results said that he was positive. Fuck you talking about. If you had a look, if they took a DNA test for some blood at a fucking scene, nigga, and if it was your fucking blood, nigga, they ain't saying you was set up, nigga. You might claim you were set up, but they'll fact check it. And if the facts is wrong, nigga, your ass is going to jail. Nigga, if they try to fact check you and your facts is fucking wrong, you're going to fucking jail. They're gonna lock your fucking ass up. They ain't gonna say, oh well, the Illuminati set you up, nigga. Nah, nigga, they gonna say, well, nigga, your blood is a 99.9 match here with this test. The odds of it being somebody else is like 1 in a fucking billion, nigga. So you're going to fucking jail. They're not gonna say, well, this guy said this or this guy said that, or it's this person's fault for getting killed. They should have never just got stabbed or got shot or whatever. Like, that's some stupid ass shit. If a test results say it's a fucking positive, it's a positive. What we arguing about? The rest is just your fucking hating ass coon opinion. Tether babble opinion. Fuck you talking about? Look, and you want to know how the results are accurate? Because Ryan requested to get both samples tested. The A side twice, the B sample twice. Nigga, what are we talking about? And they both came back accurate for fucking Ostarine. So what are we talking about? Cheating is cheating. Fuck you niggas talking about. Niggas want to sit in my face with Dev. And they know it. And what kills me is that these brothers are black and they know if it was reversed, if it was Devin Haney or Tank or anybody else in this predicament, niggas will not be saying the stupid ass shit that they telling me right now. That's what irritates me. It makes me not even want to have a conversation with these niggas because it's like, bro, that's some stupid shit. Now you want me to reduce my level of thinking to some stupid shit to make me say, no, never mind with some positive tests. It's all Devin's fault. Fuck out of here, man. Said Devin got hit with the left hook of Ryan, but he wasn't knocked out like those before. The fight went to Ryan. Ryan won the fight. He was overweight on drugs. Keep turning his back. Yeah. Said, nah, our man, those guys aren't like us. Straight up. Not like us at all. And they gonna say I'm being mean or I'm being a fanboy. Nah, if being on the side of the truth is being a fanboy, then I'm a fanboy of the fucking truth. Fuck you talking about? And they trying to set an example that, oh, the next man can come and cheat. Said they want to find any reason to clown on Dev. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Any reason to clown on Dev. So then now they looking past it. And what kills me is that these guys, they going out their way. You know what I'm saying? It's 638. They going out their way to defend a fucking racist guy who said F our people. Our people. They argue, they laughing at me, they clowning me and arguing with me, defending a motherfucker who said F our people and F Muslims. Would you look at that? Boy, I'm telling you, Malcolm X would be turning his grave if he knew the type of shit these niggas be doing on earth these days, man. Shit. For real. Like, these niggas is fucking cooning for what? For not even for no money. Niggas ain't getting no money off this shit. That's why I be looking at showbiz like, at least niggas getting money off this. These niggas in my chat and fucking trying to argue me every day on Twitter. These niggas ain't getting no money off this shit. And Ryan Garcia is still talking about he ain't apologizing worth a damn about shit. Fuck out of here, man. Think I want to sit here and talk to you niggas about what? What we gotta talk about? Saying this black people assist him. Like, what we have to talk, what we talking about here now? When the conversation goes from, oh, we talking about some boxing to I'm just gonna sit here and defend a performance, a no contest. It was ruled by the it was ruled a no contest by those people, not by Art Man. I ain't ruling a no contest. Their scientists did it. Their scientists fucking they fucking review their fucking test. It found out that they had Nandrolone and Alsterine. They the ones that said, you know what, we gonna suspend them and give them a no contest. Art Man didn't do shit. So why the fuck you trying to argue about me about anything? I'm going off the fucking facts. The facts that he tested positive in the fucking fight and they reversed it. And now he got a rematch. That's that. So let's keep it pushing. That's all. If niggas ain't talking about the pushing, the fucking rematch, then keep it pushing. Straight up. Said it's guys like this what makes me have more respect for Dev. These so-called boxing fans switched up left and right. Now you see, I threw the bait out there to see if they fuck with Tank, and now all of a sudden they don't fuck with Tank no more. You know what I'm saying? Man, said time reveals all truths. Finally, Ryan been caught cheating. Now he's fighting Rolly to see if he can fight without using drugs instead of death. Like, wouldn't you think that both fighters had the same amount of layoff? They should go straight into the rematch? No, they don't want to go straight into the rematch. It's not on Devin's fault. It's because Ryan Garcia, he's tapering off on the fucking drugs that these niggas are saying that he wasn't on. Fuck out of here, man. So I've got to remind these niggas, like, bro, I'm fucking too fucking grown. Work in healthcare, man. Like, you're not gonna tell me that these fucking SARMs is not helping these guys. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Got them tethers, motherfucking two-tone and showbiz. They posting the anniversary of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Oh, celebrating like it was a win for Ryan Garcia. But, you know, here's my thing. He got the no contest, reversed the decision. It's cool. Now let's move on with the fucking rematch. What kills me is I want to talk about the fucking rematch, but these niggas want to bring up how Ryan didn't cheat in the first fight. Like, what are we talking about here, man? We already in 2025, man. Ryan has no confidence he could beat Dev without the super soldier serum. Yeah, like, what we talking about? Like, nigga, like, the last time we seen Ryan Garcia in a high-profile fight against a black American fighter, because they're going to say, well, Ryan had fights after. No, let's talk about his fights after when he fought when's the last time he fought a black American fighter? Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis hit him in his fucking gut. That nigga said, I'm going to take a knee. Now this is a second opportunity to fight somebody he has history with. Man said, look, I'm going to come in there. I'm going to cycle on, cycle off. But I'm going to knock this motherfucker out. And I'm going to be back on top of the world. And I can get me another Gervonta Davis fight. Because that was the plan. That was the plan for Ryan Garcia. To knock out Devin Haney and then try to get a fucking a Gervonta Davis fight. But man, oh man, he almost got away with it. But they told him, hey, congratulations on your win, but I need you to pee in this fucking cup. That's when it all went wrong for Ryan Garcia. And these niggas is looking at this temporary fucking fame, man. This temporary look, Ryan Garcia, he's really deceitful, bro. And he got you niggas believing like he's some type of false prophet, like this nigga is something good. He got a victory off of cheating, off of manipulation. And you niggas are celebrating that shit, looking at it as if this is fucking good. This is a good thing. Regardless of who it was, I don't care. If it was Tank who got cheated, bro, I would still be talking the same talk. And and these niggas know I talk that same talk. Y'all know I have a history talking that same talk. Because whenever they bring up Wilder, I say, well, I looked into the Wilder situation, and I believe Wilder got cheated as well. And I'm passionate about that. I'm passionate about this because I don't like seeing other fucking black fighters get cheated. Like, what are we talking about? I don't like seeing that shit. Niggas got promising careers, and then a motherfucker goes in there on some cheating shit. You think I'm gonna celebrate that shit? I don't know. I ain't built like that, man. They say I got an old soul. These niggas got some old souls too, but some old coon souls. That's what the fuck they got. That ain't me. Never been me. Ever since I was a kid, ever since I was a youngin', ask anybody from back then about Art Man. Before I was even Art Man. Ask anybody from Texas to Minnesota. Never been no coon, never been on no coon shit ever. 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 From even going to school, like, I have stories of the teachers, the principals trying to force me out of the school because the teachers felt like I had so much of an influence on other students. I was making students, basically, the principal tried to force me out of the school. Even though I had all my credits and all that shit, he wanted to push me out of the school, basically, like, I don't want him around other students. And I ain't do nothing wrong. Ask anybody in Minnesota about this. One of the motherfucking principal wanted me out of the fucking school because he felt like I was a negative influence on students by influencing them to think, higher, not be on some just follow any old bullshit. Think for yourself. Have some, some free thinking. And niggas, they just hated that shit. Teachers, principals hated that shit. So I've always been what they like to say before they start calling it woke. I was woke before they was calling that shit, man. Way back then. I've just never been a fucking dummy. I ain't saying I'm the smartest nigga on here, but I'm just saying my understanding of certain things is just very different. Very different. So I said they were going to somehow get the title away from Deontay Dill while allowing Tyson Fury to be juiced up. Idiots talking down on Wilder. Now look at all these fighters. Yeah, like, niggas, the last American hope that we had, niggas and shit on him till he fucking down there 1 foot out the fucking door. Now we looking like we ain't never gonna see a fucking title again. Wilder's so trash. Wilder's just the worst boxer in the world. Wilder's just so garbage. But somehow fucking Wilder was the last nigga from this country to hold a fucking belt and to defend that shit 10 fucking times. And these talking about cans. Bro, cans. These fighters are getting cooked on their first title defenses. They getting whooped by no-name fighters. They getting whooped by niggas coming up in weight. Like, what? It take Wilder to lose by a fucking freak of nature, bro. Nigga, disregard the cheating. The nigga's 7 fucking foot, 300 fucking pounds. And Wilder's fucking fighting at 218, 215, whatever. Like, it takes a fucking big ass nigga like that to beat Wilder, and then y'all to celebrate. Oh, he ain't never been shit. He ain't shit. Now look at us. What us Americans shitting on Wilder? Where the fuck we at now? Oh, Jared Anderson, he was that guy. Now we got Jared Anderson, nigga talking about he don't even want to punch niggas in their elbows. And niggas want to talk about, well, we got Richard Torres. Man, Richard Torres, nigga, bro, you put them against anybody, he'll get knocked out just like how he did in the fucking Olympics. Like, what we talking about, man? You put him in there against any of them niggas, Cabial, motherfucking Zhang, motherfucking Daniel the Boy, Joseph Parker. You put Torres in there with any of them niggas, he's gonna fucking get smoked. And niggas want to talk shit about Wilder. At least Wilder did something for our fucking country. What the fuck y'all do? What we do? We ain't do shit. He did it. And niggas want Wilder as he ain't suck. He ain't this. I got niggas, bro. Niggas weighs same as pounds as Wilder, 200 pounds, 200 plus like Wilder. But they want to talk shit about Wilder. But they working at fucking Chick-fil-A or driving a fucking truck. The fuck you hating on Wilder for? Why your big ass didn't go up there and fucking fight and win the fucking title for the country? But you want to be here from fucking the country. You want to be big too, but you don't want to do shit for our country. But you want to sit back and talk shit about Wilder, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, man. Sick of these fucking Negroes, man. Want to sit here and hate on Wilder. I don't care about the other race who hate on Wilder, nigga. All that shit's expected. I'm talking about when I be cooking. I be talking about niggas specifically. Niggas specifically. Straight up. They out the panel. Yeah, I got them niggas out the panel, man. Fuck them niggas, man. For real, I can't respect that shit. Can't respect that, man. Niggas want to make defending some fucking cheaters, man. If you defended some cheaters, some racist cheaters who say fuck niggas and all this, nigga, if I was out in public with you, what would you do to me if it was in a situation like that? And I had to depend on you to be my brother to help me out, for you to be on code. I can't expect you to be on code. You giving passes to fucking racists and shit. The fuck we look like, man? Man, see, that's why Art, man. That's why I be by myself. I go to the gym, dolo. I keep that, you know what I'm saying, my Glock on me with extra clips on me, nigga. And I keep my AR on me too, just in case if I'm going long distances, it don't matter, nigga. I'm always strapped legally, because I can't just trust niggas. I can't expect people to have code, to expect people to just be on point. I can't expect that from the next man. That's why I be dolo as fuck. Straight up. Of course, there's some riders, some supporters that rock with Art Man in the channel. I respect y'all for sure. But you just can't trust everybody, because if niggas would make the cheating, they'll defend some cheating shit like that. Imagine what they'll do in the streets, man. Like, imagine what they'll do out here in the public, man. I can't. Nah. What's going on, brother?
Salute, man. What's going on?
Nah, I'm just out here just cooking, man.
Cool.
Got me in my mode, man. Got me just.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want, yeah, I hear you, man. I just wanted to come in and just give my 1-2 on the Boots fight, because I was in the building. So, but yeah, I don't know if I heard you speak on it. Yeah, I was in the building. So, like, awesome performance by Boots. I think Stanionis was just too determined. Like, he was just determined, and his determination is what got him hurt. Like, he just kept coming forward. I mean, he needed a backup plan. I think he was just trying to come forward and just
trade with Boots. That's what he does. And he said it. He said, I'm all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, but with Boots, he needed a different game plan, because that wasn't working. It wasn't working for him. But Boots showed a lot of.
Boots read him like a newspaper, man.
Yeah.
He read that boy like a newspaper. That's what they used to say. Because it was just it's tailor-made. He knew that if he comes in with the high guard, all I got to do is step back and whip that uppercut right down the center. And that's exactly what he did. He said he tightens up. I'm gonna tap him up top, and I'm gonna tap him to the side. But I'm gonna roll that fucking hook, because that's Stanionis' instinct. He's gonna fucking throw that right hook, that left hook. But he did catch Boots with that shit a couple times. Yeah. Boots, for the most part, Boots rolled it, but Boots got a chin on him. And he's a warrior, and I salute both fighters. I have respect for Stanionis. I viewed him as a respectable champion, and I'm glad that they moved the welterweight division. I respect that. Boots got my respect for sure.
Facts. Yeah, like Boots got caught. He got caught with some good shots, but yeah, he showed he got a chin. So.
Yeah, this is boxing, man. Everybody's gonna get punched, man.
Facts.
Man, like, come on. If we'd have seen Floyd Mayweather, one of the best defensive fighters in the world, if he leaves the ring with a bloody nose, that lets you know you can get punched in this game. You can get hurt. Even the best can get hurt. So what makes you think that these guys can't get hurt?
Facts.
Or touched?
Yeah, and like you could take Tyson Fury. Like when he was in the Wilder fight the first time, he was moving with his legs like a middleweight, and he still got caught. So you could be one of the best defensive fighters, but you still gonna get caught though. Floyd got caught. Fury got caught, Ali got caught. So yeah, it's part of the game, man. If you got a fighter that's standing in front of you for 12 rounds and they throwing punches, you're gonna get caught, man.
Exactly.
It's not one fighter that's gonna avoid every single punch, man. Unless you like flash somebody.
Floyd Gotti still took a punch in that fight.
Yeah.
Like, who we talking about?
Yeah, and that was one of my favorite performances by Floyd, man. Favorite performance by Floyd with Arturo Gotti.
Said Art, man, you can't trust these folks that look like us. They not like us. Learned a long time ago. I learned that too, and I had a sad reality. I had to learn that. Said Art, man, had a whole cookout barbecue. Real shit. I just had to cook real quick because it's like, man, what? They were, because before you chimed in, these guys I had on the stream, they try to tell me that basically performance enhancing drugs does not enhance your performance, and that because Andre Ward said he doesn't believe Ryan Garcia cheated, is that's law over positive test.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like I can't really discuss boxing with folks who think that cheating is not cheating.
Right.
You can't take drugs and say, oh, you should get supported for that, because imagine if the next man takes drugs and he wins the fight, but the fight gets overturned. What do we do? That's just going to be the trend that we give everybody credit for cheating and winning.
Yeah. So let me ask you this then. Like, okay, the decision with Devin, it got overturned with Ryan. So Ryan is the main event against Rolly. So how does Ryan, get a suspension for a year, and now he's the main event? I mean, he's the main event.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of questions.
The people that's hosting the events, they see the way this country works.
Mm.
They see the way the country works. You got this, white American guy or white Hispanic guy,
right?
And then you got the black guy, the Muslim black guy at that. So of course, the public is looking at Ryan Garcia as this guy, this hero, because he went in there with the big bad black guy and beat him, pens or not. So they're viewing him as that. So the people who's hosting the fights, they want to see how they want to make the most revenue, and they believe that Ryan Garcia being the headliner will make them more revenue.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, he did do like crazy good numbers with Tank.
But here now today, fans are talking about, well, this fight is not selling. Why is nobody talking about this fight? Well, maybe because he's not that draw that people think it is. Maybe you got to match fighters a certain way to have a big fight.
But I was hearing like this fight is supposed to be given to the public for free, and then I'm hearing now that they're charging. So I mean, like, which one is it? It is
pay-per-view.
Oh, so it is a pay-per-view then.
Yeah, so
okay.
If we're not going to the fight, that means more people should be buying the fight. So there should be no excuse why this fight shouldn't be selling out.
Right.
With the numbers.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good card, man. Yeah, you got Devin Ramirez, you got Teofimo. So I mean, it's a nice card, man. In New York. I mean, it's a nice card. Good card.
It is. I'm gonna watch it. And I'm gonna watch the two fucking idiots fight at the end. Ryan Garcia and fucking Rolly. They got history. So the last fight we seen with two fighters who have history, which was Tank versus Roach, it was a really competitive fight.
Facts.
So let's see how this one plays.
Mm-hmm.
People saying that Rolly has bad defense, but Ryan has bad defense too.
Yep.
How did we forget?
Yeah. I think Rolly, I just think he's chinny at this point. Like we seen what Pitbull did to him. Yeah, we seen what Pitbull did to him. We seen what Tank did to him. So if Ryan's got that left hook, he's fast. So I'm not going to say this is easy work, because Rolly likes to trade. You know what I mean? He likes to dog it out with you. So,
but it's easy work. If you're
true. Yeah.
Okay, if you were a matchmaker and you had a fighter that's tapering off the drugs, but you still want to be able to market a fight, wouldn't you pick a guy like Rolly?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah. And plus, he's a trash talker. So, Yeah, he can make.
But
He
the
can make the
trash
press
talking
conference
been
interesting.
trash because Rolly probably not right in the head.
Yeah.
The way Rolly's been talking, it sounds like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to put that on nobody, but you
Yeah.
know,
I
in this
saw a little interview he
box,
did with Fight Hype though. I saw a little interview he did with Fight Hype. Yeah, he had some valid points in that interview though.
what do you say?
Like he was just talking about like how he's a fighter. You know what I mean? How he's a fighter that that's what people want to see. People want to see entertaining fights. So I guess he's just trying to say, like he's saying he's gonna come in there and trade with Ryan. He's
He
saying
has no
people don't want to
choice.
see no defensive stuff. People want to see a fight. So he's saying that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna come in there and he's gonna trade. He's gonna give Ryan a fight. He's not gonna come in there and do that defensive stuff. But I mean, it was a long interview, man. He has a lot of good points he made in the interview though. So, but I still feel he's getting. I still feel he's getting stopped.
He could get stopped, but yeah, I want him. To be honest, I want the racist fighter to win. I want Ryan Garcia to win because I still want to see Haney versus Garcia too. So I don't want to see that shit get jeopardized. But man, oh man, if Rolly goes in there and he sits Ryan Garcia down, or Ryan Garcia looks bad, the odds for Haney versus Garcia too is going to look crazy.
Yeah. So do you think Haney, like, do you think he's like going into this fight mentally right, or you think he still might have some effect from the fight with Ron? You think he's that's behind him?
Dev, not to be a super religious person or anything like that. Dev's a Muslim. He's Muslim strong. The reputation for those brothers is having a strong mind. You know what I'm saying, and having dedication and composure. Devin Haney, listen to him, the way he speaks and the way he's acting, the way he's showing it with his actions. As you see his body, you see that he's in shape. You can tell he's ready. He's been in shape. He hasn't been like, remember those pictures of Devin Haney after the fights and he's all chunky and stuff like that?
Yeah.
When's the last time you seen that?
Long time.
A long time ago, right?
Yeah.
So he's dialed in. And so I have no worries about Devin Haney going in. The only thing is, I do understand this is boxing, and I do understand that we're human. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of your religion, you're still a human. Your body takes effect when you get hurt. So we'll see how he is coming into the fight. If he can take a punch, if he's better than we've seen before, Ryan's in trouble for that rematch. He's in some serious trouble. The question is, people are actually looking at Ryan, that Ryan might have a crazy situation because he's fighting a puncher. And Ryan, he does keep his head up.
Yeah. Like we seen Ryan go down. We seen Ryan go down by Luke Campbell, and he took a tough shot. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan don't have the best. I'm not saying he's chinny or anything, but yeah, we've seen Ryan go down. So he can go down by fighting Rolly. So yeah, I see this being a nice toe-to-toe fight, and somebody's gonna go down.
But I think Ryan's gonna clip him. I think Ryan's gonna clip him.
Yeah, me too.
5th, 6th round. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan gets put on his ass.
Oh, I mean, we've seen him. We've seen Tank put him down. We've seen Luke Campbell put him down. So both guys been put down. So
I feel bad for Rolly. He's taking too much damage.
I agree, man. I think what Pitbull did to him was just bad, man. Like Pitbull gave him damage. Like Tank, like Rolly was coming forward against Tank. Tank was like fighting on the back foot and just caught him coming in. But Pitbull was going after Rolly and just catching him. So he took more damage in that fight against Pitbull rather than Tank. So he definitely took damage. So
but he took some big shots in his last fight, but the guy he fought is not a puncher like Ryan. But then again, Ryan is coming off the juice. But is he? I haven't heard about any negative test results from Ryan. So
yeah, me either. I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure he's going to be clean. He knows it was at state. He's coming off the suspension, coming off a fine. So I'm sure he's going to be doing everything right.
I don't understand Ryan. Why is Ryan not afraid that the Illuminati might not spike his test again? They might spike it.
Yeah.
Like last time. Why is he not afraid of that?
Yeah, but you take Big Baby
Because
Miller.
it never
Like,
happened, man. He never got fucking his test spiked by the fucking Illuminati, like he said.
yeah. But I'm saying it's not like it can't happen again. Like I said, you take Big Baby. He tested positive before AJ, then he tested positive again right after that fight, and he got a long suspension. So it's not like some guys ain't gonna learn. You know what I mean?
No, that's the truth though. That's the
And
truth.
I think Big Baby, I think he really blew his shot, getting back to the top. Like Andy Ruiz is the guy that stopped
We
AJ.
could have
He didn't get Pat.
Can you imagine having 2 American champions, Gerald Miller and Wilder, at the same time?
Yep. But he blew that.
He blew
man.
it?
Like, yeah, he's like, to me, man, he's one of the heavyweight fighters.
But why he gets to suffer, but Ryan doesn't?
Well, I'll say this: they both did get along. Well, Ryan only got a year. I believe Miller got like 2 years or something. So Miller got a harsh punishment. Don't get me wrong; he got a harsh punishment. Now he's trying to make his way back to the top, though. But I don't think he's gonna get anywhere near. Like, he's fighting. They just announced his fight.
He's fighting this guy, Wardley.
Yeah, I believe
Wardley about to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Fucked up, man.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get stopped.
Yeah, but hey, anyways, I gotta get out of here. I'm about to hit the gym. I cooked a little too long. I'm overcooked. Now it's time to go.
Yeah, all right, man. Appreciate you to let me hop on, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I'm about to go get these rounds in.
All right, peace.